Hello and welcome to an episode of Learning is Easy with Teacher Fish. Today's video will focus on how you should write your research report. But before we start, please subscribe to my channel, and after watching our video, do not forget to press like or leave a comment on the comment section. First, a disclaimer. All details used in the lesson video were created for the purpose of illustrating the parts of a research report. And so, let us begin learning about the parts of a research report, and how you should write them. The first page is called title page, and it should look like this. There are a few things to remember when writing the title page of your report. The first is to include a page number, and it should go to the upper right part of the page, as part of the running head. A pro tip though, for a faster way of adding the page number, you may double-click on the upper part of the screen and add a number as a header. Just be sure that the page number is flushed right, with a page margin of 1 inch. Next, the title. It is the first line of text in the page. The title should be at the center of the page, and should be written in boldface. It should also follow the basic rule of capitalization, that is to capitalize the first letters of important words. Finally, to help you determine where the first line of text should appear on the page, set your Microsoft Word document to double line spacing. Then from the top part after the page number, press Enter 3 to 4 times, before you begin writing the title of your research. Then comes the researcher's name, or what we call the byline. Add an empty double-spaced line between the title and your name. Your name should be written with the same font as the title, but not in boldface or italics. It should also be at the center of the page. By the way, if there are two names, separate them using the word "and." Write both names on the same line if possible. If there are more than two names, separate each by a comma, and the word "and" before the last name. Moving on to the fourth variable of the title page, affiliation, are usually the name of your school or institution. Affiliation may include the name of the department, or division you belong, if applicable. In doing so, write the name of the department first, then the name of your school separated by a comma. However, if the researcher has no affiliation, you may write the location of your school, including the city and country. After the affiliation, comes your course name. If the course code is available, include it. Now for high school students, this part may be skipped or omitted. No need to leave an empty space like the one you did with the title and the byline. Instead, it would be followed by the instructor, or teacher's name. The instructor or teacher's name is written on the line of the course name, or below the affiliation for high schoolers. Some things to remember when writing your instructor's name. Always be sure to write the full name of your instructor or teacher, and be sure to spell it correctly. And use honorific titles like Dr. or Mrs. Finally, the date of submission should be written below the instructor's name. It is always best to write the date in full. Spell out the month instead of abbreviating it, followed by the day and year. In writing the day and year, it is fine to use numbers instead of words. So the next part of your research report is called acknowledgement page, and it is rather optional. If you have some people or organizations to thank for helping with your research report, then you have to include one. Express your gratitude to those who contributed to the completion of your research report. When writing the acknowledgement page, always add the title acknowledgement at the top center. Remember also that the acknowledgement page is not numbered itself, but it counted in the table of contents. Since it is an optional page, be it known that it will not have any weight, or will not affect the overall standing of your report. However, it is always a wise idea to follow these tips, in order for you to write a good quality acknowledgement. First, give it a formal tone, just like you did with the other parts of the research report, to observe uniformity. And remember, this section of the research is the only part where you can give recognition to the people who helped you, so don't make it sound like a normal conversation with a friend. Second, identify key figures that had substantial roles in your research, including your research advisor, institutions and organizations, the people who participated in the research, and even those who had little contribution to your report, may be included in this section. It is also a good idea to write them according to order of importance. Third, while writing your acknowledgement, keep in mind sincerity and authenticity. Show genuine appreciation for the contributions and support you received throughout the course of your research journey. Last but not the least, make it concise and focused. Briefly describe how individuals and organizations contributed to your report, and use appropriate words. Moving on to the next part of your research report, we have the table of contents. Although it is normally written after all the parts of the research are done, it appears on the first pages of the actual research report. The reason being, it acts like a compass that helps readers navigate through the different sections of the research easily. Its ultimate goal is to provide a clear overview of the sections and subsections of the report, without overwhelming the reader. A well-structured table of contents typically doesn't exceed 2 pages. Here are a few things to remember when writing the table of contents of a research report. First, it should also have a page number on the top right of the page. Next, the word contents should be written at the top of the page, centered and bold as it serves as the title of the section of your report. Lastly, it should be written in the same font and size as the rest of your content, often 12 in size, and the font is Times New Roman. APA style allows you to utilize up to 5 levels of heading, each with its unique formatting style. However, the table of contents of your report should include all Level 1 and 2 headings that are left aligned and structured as plain text. Level 1 heading is for the main sections of your research report, while Level 2 headings are used for the subsections of the report. Level 2 headings are indented. Sometimes it is necessary to use Level 3 headings. It is used when the subsection contains or includes data that are less important than the subsection but are crucial to the report. A little reminder though, be sure that only significant sections of the report are listed. If your material has a lot of headers, you may not be able to incorporate them all. If you are not sure of how to manually include the levels of headings when writing the table of contents of your report, just go to the home screen of your Microsoft Word document and you'll surely find the options there. The last part of the introductory section is the abstract. It serves as a complete summary of your research report, so you have to briefly address the components of your report such as the issue at hand, methods, hypotheses, results, and implications of the study you conducted. It is written on a separate page that follows the optional list of tables and figures or the table of contents. And since it serves as a comprehensive but brief summary of your report, it is suggested to write an abstract that is not more than 250 words. A few things to remember when writing an abstract are: first, do not forget to assign it a page number. Second, the word abstract must again be written on the top center, which serves as the title of the section. Third, follow proper spacing. It is suggested to use double spacing for each line of the abstract. Last, a list of keywords which acts as footnote is included at the bottom part of the page with the word keywords being italicized and indented, then followed by a colon. So those are the parts of the introductory section of a research report. Please search my channel for the second part of our lesson video about the parts of a research report, where I focused on the main body and the reference sections. Before we end, please do not forget to press like, and be sure that you are already subscribed to the channel to stay updated. At the same time, please feel free to use the comment section for feedback and questions. And always remember, writing a research report is not difficult, if you know what to do. With that, See you on the next episode of Learning is Easy with Teacher Fish.